Welcome to all you Capricorns. Welcome for your monthly horoscope for November time 2016. And again, what an emphasis on you. It's been, I've been talking about it already last month. All the emphasis on your sign with the Pluto-Jupiter square. That is going to happen now in November. And this is all about tremendous, deep, profound growth and transformation. And Pluto is in your sign. Oh yes, it is. Pluto is in your sign, the planet of the underworld, but also the planet of getting to the truth is in your sign. And two things that I want to mention this month. First of all, there is going to be not only the Jupiter-Pluto square happening this month, but Venus will be involved as well. So Venus is going to be conjoining in your sign in Capricorn. It's entering your sign already on the 13th, and it's going to conjoin with Pluto and to square up to Jupiter. And a fixed star involved, very important, that I'm going to mention as well. And secondly, there's something about Mercury for you in your 12th house. So let's get started with the most important thing for you, because you're a cardinal sign as a Capricorn. I have been talking about this emphasis on the one side your sign, but also on the other hand Jupiter in your 10th house of work. So there is expansion going on, and it is quite profound and quite deep for you. And it might have to do with work. For a lot of you Capricorns, it might have to do with work. It might have to do with an improvement of your social status. Maybe you want to marry. Maybe you want to become a mom or a dad. It's also your social status that can change. But now there is this Venus-Pluto in your first sign. Now, first of all, I'm going to start with the best case scenario. So the good alignment of the Venus-Pluto in your sign. Now, the good alignment of Venus is our values. It's what we like, what we dislike. It's love. And with Venus-Pluto in your first house, it means strong feelings. So you having strong feelings, and you as well coming across towards others as a strong personality, as a strong person. And that is good. There's nothing wrong with that. And it squares up to you, Jupiter in your 10th. So you're using your charisma, so to speak, for growth when it comes to work. And these two are working together. Of course, this is in a square. So a lot of people will firstly maybe sense the influence a little bit in a negative way. What is the thing that you better not do is manipulate and trying to get things your way, controlling. That's all the negative side of Venus conjunct Pluto, because Venus is what we want, what we like. So it is also love, and the negative side of Pluto is control and manipulation. So if these things are done, it's going to come out and it's going to backfire anyway. So if you want to seduce your boss, for instance, or nothing like that, but if you want to do things on a bit of, misusing, distrustful actions, and because you desperately want something, then it will backfire. But normally Capricorns, they know that they have to be steady and they have to work hard towards something that they want to accomplish, and to put that focus very strongly. So I think a lot of Capricorns will see the positive side of this. I say steadiness because it's interesting to have a look at what the fixed star is at 15 degrees of Capricorn, because this Venus-Pluto that are coming together, squaring up to Jupiter at 15 degrees of Libra. This is all happening on those degrees. And what fixed star is there? Well, a very interesting one, Rukbat, and it's the symbol of steadiness. So it's the archer's stance, and it implies steadiness and solidness. So what this means is whatever it is you want to focus on, whatever it is you really want and truly in life, whether it is you as a person profiling yourself or accomplishing something when it comes to your work, there is a steadiness there. And there is like this long-term goal as well that is associated with this energy. So if you're doing it to accomplish something good, to accomplish something positive in life, you are certainly going to reach very far with this energy, because it is so transformational as well. The other thing that could be happening is that you are going to change something about your looks. That is quite a drastic change, but for the better. So, because as a Venus Pluto as well, it's like the transforming of how you look. And Venus there can be a bit of a tension there because you're a bit afraid of it. That's also Pluto. It can be a bit anxious there. But ultimately, it's for the long term, and it's in the sign of structure. So now, so make use of this energy. If there is something that you want, and you want to work hard for it, and you do it in a fair way, which is a Jupiter in Libra there, then you can accomplish a lot. Now, what else? There is also a new moon at the very end of the month, so at the 29th, I think it's the 29th, there's a new moon in Sagittarius in your 12th house. And but Mercury is already in there as from the 13th. So having Mercury in your 12th house, having a new moon there, having Mercury bumping into Saturn there in your 12th house and squaring up to Neptune is all about, all this Latin for maybe some viewers out there, but this is all about some structures that you're thinking of letting go, some structures that you're cleaning up. And the structures, I mean patterns, behavioral patterns that are not longer suiting you. And with the Mercury there, it is about thinking. It is about the thinking of how you are going to do that, how you are going to manage that, with not being too rigid, with not being too strict in your thinking, because you've got Neptune in the 3rd house, and Chiron there. Your words can be healing with Neptune and Chiron in your 3rd house, and your communication can be very magical almost, which is not really typical for a Capricorn. But at the same time, whilst your communication can be a bit more open and can be a bit more metaphysical almost, there's also some work that you're doing behind the scenes to structure that unconscious mind of yours, which is that Mercury in your 12th house. So on the one hand, lots of possibility to go forwards. When it comes to love as well, you attracting more people towards you that are more aligned with you. You're quite powerful this month, and you're quite magnetic during, not that you are not in other months, but this month, but in particular with Venus and Pluto in your sign, you're quite magnetic. Don't manipulate others because you are that magnetic, but use it to achieve something good. Okay, having said that, also very much growth possible when it comes to work, promotion, and all that sort of thing, especially if you've got planets around 15 degrees of Capricorn, you know. Having said that, wishing you all the best, dear Capricorns, and yes, keep on being attractive, and keep on being charming, and keep on being that transformational person that you are at the moment with Pluto in your sign. And because of you getting so real and so truthful and so authentic, other people will follow and follow your example. So, thank you for listening, and see you next month. Bye-bye.